Hello crafters, Janine here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made, or recycled rather, a shipping box and turned it into a storage solution for a new collection that I'm starting of photo polymer stamps. So if you would like to see how I did this, just stay tuned. Okay, what gave me the idea for this, I just started collecting the photo polymer stamps. I've only gotten a couple of sets so far. These I got from an Etsy shop, and her Etsy shop name is God Bless Your Art, and I will put a link to that below. And I also joined May Made It's Stand with the Mother Club, so I'm going to be receiving a set of photo polymer stamps every month. And so I knew that I was going to need a way to keep them together and store them, but keep them handy, you know, like on my desk. I've seen a lot of people, they use binders, they use various types of file boxes and so forth, but I like to use what I have on hand and find different ways to recycle things that I already have. So I also got, the same day that I got these stamps in the mail, I also got I subscribed to Birchbox, which is a monthly sample subscription service for beauty products. But anyway, I got to look at once this was the outside shipping box, and the actual Birchbox was inside of it. And I've used a lot of those Birchboxes, recycled a lot of those for storage purposes. But anyway, once this was opened and it fell open, completely open, I thought, you know, that looks about the same size as my polymer stamps, photo polymer stamps. So I thought, you know, I think I can reuse this box as my stamp storage. And I already had these duct type tapes on hand that were about the same color and that match all the other things that I've used the tape for to decorate for my desktop. One of these days I'm going to do a video about that. But anyway, so what I did was these two sides were longer than these two sides. So I just trimmed this side. I just trimmed this side to the same length as this side, but left this one long. Because this is going to end up being the back. And the white is going to be the outside. I'm going to put the pink on the inside. But just to kind of where I peeled the packing tape off and just cover the Birchbox symbol, which I know you technically really aren't going to be able to see it inside the box, but it just makes me feel better. And since this tape is basically the same color, I mean, it's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover those spots. It is also going to give me a little reinforcement on the inside of the box, make it just a little bit stronger. And see, it doesn't cover it completely, but that's okay. It is ultimately going to do exactly what I want it to do. Now I'm just making sure the tape is pressed down really, really well all the way around. And I'm really just not going to worry about that. And now I'm going to go ahead and do, and again, just for reinforcement, I'm going to cut 4 strips for the corners. Just to help me hold this box back together. I'm going to also be taping the outside, but this will just give us more reinforcement for the inside. Okay, now I'm ready to start putting the tape around the outside, and you can see that this edge here is a little bit longer. So when the stamp packs are in it, it'll be a little bit taller than them to help hold them steady. And if my little set grows, I can always make more boxes like this, and I can always make dividers out of cardstock too, and label them like, you know, sentiments or animals or Christmas or Easter or whatever. But anyway, I have the matching, or the coordinating rather, tape, and I think I'm going to start in the back. And I do take a little time to make sure it's straight, because it will show, and it will look really, really off if it's not pretty straight going on. So before I press it down really well, I just try to make sure it's straight. Which, if you've watched enough of my videos, you know that doing things perfectly and evenly is not exactly my gift. First layer on. Now, I did already measure this, and it's really going to work out perfectly. I knew that doing 2 rows would leave me just enough for a bit of an overhang to bring this tape over the edge on the sides and the front. Not so much on the back. I might have to cut an extra piece of tape for the back flap here for that. But on the sides and the front of the box, another row of tape is going to be perfect to leave me about 1 inch of tape to fold over the top edge. And again, I'm going to start in the back, and I suppose it would help if you could see that. And I do try to line it up with dots because it is a pattern repeat to some degree with this tape. I've noticed with a lot of the other projects I've done with it, which one of these days I really am going to have to do a video and show you some of my craft room storage that is all recycled products. But anyway, I've noticed with this set of tape that I've got that the dots are a pattern repeat. So if you line them up, you get a pretty good look. And sometimes they line up really well, and sometimes they don't. All right, I'm just gonna really press that down good all over. Okay, now I'm just gonna go into these corners and give them a little trim. I'm just cutting straight down into the corner. And now I'm just going to fold that flap over on the sides first. And now on the front. And I know it's the back, and I know nobody can see it, but it's just going to make me feel better to go ahead and kind of make the back match the front, so to speak, and run a strip of tape and then fold it over the top. I know it's a little bit neurotic. Okay, now I'm just going to trim the excess. Voila! A storage box for my photo polymer stamp collection that is just beginning. So if you would like to see more of this craft room organization style videos, you know, recycling and reusing things you already have on hand, give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment and let me know that you like this sort of video, and I'll do more of them. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying through to the end, and please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and you have a very blessed day.